your support over the last 3 years. You've provided financial assistance, volunteers, and a member of your philanthropy team is one of our leaders. I'd like to share our story about how we've been able to provide nearly 4,000 new winter coats to impoverished children over the last 3 years. But first, I'd like to start with a question. Have you ever stepped outside on a cold January day without a coat, even for just a moment? Maybe you were running out to your car because you forgot something, or picking up the newspaper from the front porch. If you answered yes, then you know how brutal the Illinois cold can be. Even if you didn't answer yes, you still know how brutal Illinois winters can be because you live here. Now imagine that you are one of over 400,000 children in Chicago, or one of over 24,000 children in Lake County living in poverty. That moment outside without a coat might not be a quick vacational trip. That might be your everyday reality. When you live in poverty, having the ability to provide your family adequate warm clothing is a big challenge. Many impoverished children wear tattered hand-me-downs from countless siblings or other family members. Many children have nothing more than a sweatshirt to keep away the cold. Many children have never owned a new coat in their lives. 3 years ago, I formed the Lake Zurich Coats for Kids program to address this problem, children living without warm winter coats. At the chapel, we were already addressing another issue related to poverty, and that is food insecurity, through our mobile food pantries. We were looking for other ways to help our clients, so the idea of providing new winter coats was a natural fit for us. So what does a new winter coat mean to a child in need? It means that a child can walk to school or to the bus in warmth and ready to start their school day. It means a child can play outside at recess in warmth rather than sitting in a nurse's office. It means a child can be a child, building snow forts and having snowball fights. It gives a child a sense of belonging, a sense of pride, knowing that their coat is brand new and they don't have to give it back. It gives them a sense of confidence. For 3 years now, we have worked with Operation Warm, which is a nationwide charitable organization whose sole purpose is providing new coats to children in need. Over this time, our local Lake Zurich leadership team has worked tirelessly to raise money to fund our coat program. With the money we raise, we purchased beautiful new winter coats directly from Operation Warm at a significant savings versus retail pricing. In 3 years, we have provided over 3,800 coats to children across northern Illinois. Over the last 2 years, we have also partnered with donors to provide hats and gloves to go along with the new winter coats. In 2016, our goal is to provide 2,000 coats. So who are our recipients? First, they are our mobile food pantry clients. We host a distribution day each November and invite families to bring their children to receive their new coats. We also work to identify organizations who assist families in crisis. Each year, we have provided coats to numerous school districts, shelters, and foundations such as Joni's Closet, Staben House, Lake County Haven, House of Peace Shelter, and the list goes on. Operation Warm's tagline is, Operation Warm, it's more than a coat. When I think about this line, and this is where I cried last night, so you have to forgive me, I'm reminded of a boy from last year's coat distribution. It was a cold Friday afternoon in November, and Jonathan, a 14-year-old freshman from Waukegan High School, came to our coat giveaway. Jonathan had his arms tucked into an old red t-shirt, and he had no coat. He waited shivering outside the chapel with his 4 siblings and his single mother, Rosa. Jonathan hoped for a new winter coat because he had outgrown his old one. He waited patiently until each of his 4 younger siblings received their coat, hat, and gloves. And then it was Jonathan's turn. He picked a royal blue and black coat and matching gloves and a hat. As he tried the new coat on, Jonathan's smile lit up the room. If I could show you pictures from our giveaways, you would clearly see how true this story is. It really is more than a coat. In the pictures, you would see children with bright smiles from ear to ear. You would see children hugging our volunteers so tightly that they don't want to let go. You would see joy and happiness in these children's faces. To them, the gift of warmth is priceless. It truly is more than just a coat. Thank you.